Today is a very special day for me. We're heading south from Nagoya to reach a small location known as Toyosato. This is home to Toyosato Middle School, which was used as reference for my favorite anime ever, K-On! Now I also need to apologize for my terrible camera work throughout this video. This is a brand new camera, and I still haven't quite figured out how everything works. A lot of shots in this video are overexposed, but I was so rushed throughout the day that I just had no time to figure out how to fix it. I know how to fix it now, so any future videos should look a lot better. Some of the scenery was beautiful though. And lucky for us, there was still some snow on the ground. Heading out to the Japanese countryside is just something so special. We head out so far that we had to switch to paper passes. This is our last train on our leg of our journey. The trip took nearly 3 hours, as we are heading out pretty rural. Toyosato for some reason has all these little anime girls as like mascots. It's honestly so sweet. And I wonder if this is just something they've done by themselves or because of K-On! And tourism. When we arrived, I was worried we had the wrong place, being so far out. But one of the first things I saw was a K-On! Movie poster in a window. After not too long, sure enough, I could see the middle school. Walking through these streets is just amazing. And suddenly you turn and the middle school is just right there. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of scaffolding up. They have been doing renovations. Here's the entrance to the school. For those who don't know, here's a quick reference. This is from the very first episode of K-On!, Yui's late to school. But just look at the resemblance. It is so beautiful. I also saw a car with Bocce the Rock. Inside the high school, the corridors are so long and it's just so gorgeous. Everything from the show is here. The stairs and the little animal ornaments going up them. They're recreated so perfectly from the show, and to see him here in real life is just magical. Here's the reference from the show. You can see the animals, you can see the corridors, you can see the steps look just like they do in real life. In this room, this blue floor right here reminds me so much of the school festival and their floors. As we go up to the 3rd floor of the building, we will finally come across the music room. This obviously is the room I am most excited for, because most of the show, of course, takes place in this room. As we turn to the left, we enter the door and there it is. It looks just like the show. K-On! Is written on the blackboard, which is just so sweet. The piano, the chairs, there's the whiteboard, which is also in the show. There's so many little drawings here that people have done, it's so sweet. And of course you have all the girls' desks, adorned with cakes and sweets and biscuits. On Yui's table you can see that she has her little guitar spoon, but she also has a harmonica and castanets, which is what she wanted to play when she first joined. She thought it would be easy to just play castanets and then suddenly she's playing the guitar. Oh, so sweet. Here are some reference for people who don't know. This is what the music room looks like in the show. It's exactly the same. It is just one-to-one. It's incredible seeing this reference just in real life. It feels like I've stepped into the show. Look, you can see the chairs, the whiteboard, the piano, the desks. Oh, it's just beautiful. You can see here we have a cute little cup for Azunyan. And here are some more shots. In the room next door we can find some old instruments from the school itself, but also the stage that they would play on sometimes. Stepping up onto the stage, we have another blackboard, but also the girls' instruments are all here backstage, ready to go for their next performance. Seeing these instruments in person is just so nice. You can see Mugi's keyboard, her actual keyboard. In the music room, there was a little notebook where you could write a message. I decided to write a little something, so if you ever visit Toyosato Middle School, you might be able to find my note. This is so sweet though. There is so much love for K-On! And it's so nice to know that there's people out there that really care for this thing just as much as I do. Look at all these messages. Just outside to the right of the school, we have the reception hall, which is where the girls played their very first performance. Once again, here's some reference from the show. This is their first performance they ever did. They're all dressed up and they're all so nervous. I remember Mio had to learn the song because Yui practiced so hard that her voice just blew out. It was really beautiful seeing all these rows and rows of seats. I can just imagine what it must have been like being on this stage playing their music. And right at the back there, that door to the left, that door is where Ui and Azunyan were watching during their next performance. This is such a sweet moment of the show. Azunyan is getting so emotional because this is the first time she's seen it. And she feels something so impactful here. And to be in this situation where I was standing, where Azusa was standing, and being able to see what it's like being on the stage, oh man, that was just something really, really special. This show means so much to me, I can't even express it. So far everything's been really beautiful, seeing this gorgeous old school just open to the public that anybody can go in and look at. But coming up next is something very special for all K-On! Fans. To the left of the school, in what I assume used to be the library judging by the show, you can find all these cutouts of all these characters and little seats to sit on as well. This room is the merchandise room. Every single piece of merchandise ever produced for K-On! Is on these two floors. I'm currently on the upper floor right now and you can see we have all the cutouts, we have all these instruments, and we have all these figures. Let's look at the instruments first. There are so many duplicates of so many guitars because no one model is exactly the same. You can see Yui's, Azunyan's, Mio's, even Sawa-chan's guitar. My favourite guitars here are the actual K-On! Branded ones. Yui's name is on the head of the guitar. It is literally K-On! Branded merchandise. Same thing for Azusa. Azusa has her own branded guitar. I would give anything to have this guitar. And also the same thing goes for Mio and her bass. Mio's left-handed bass, oh it's so beautiful. Here's another quick look at all those guitars. And there's one last guitar right at the end, which I have no idea where it's from. It looks custom made. This Azusa K-On! Movie themed guitar with what I assume is a custom wrap and a custom head that says K-On! Just to the left of these cutouts is a Hatsune Miku drawn in the style of K-On! Cutout. I have no idea what that's doing here. Along this wall is every single figure produced for K-On! All these sets and all these things are just here to look at, and I had no idea there was this many. Let's look at all of them individually. Of course, we've got the silly Yui pillow and other pillows up there. I don't really have a whole lot to say specifically about these figures, so I'm just going to show them all. Please try to ignore the glare from the plastic. It made it very difficult to film. I had to be really mindful of everybody else around me, so I was trying to film when nobody was around. but I had to move so quickly that I couldn't adjust the manual focus quick enough, so I had to use manual focus. But this also meant that it was just fluctuating between focusing on the figures and focusing what it could see in the reflection of the plastic. So I apologize for my bad camera work. Oh, poor Azamian. This set here, I actually owned this set, except for the second Yui. That's it for all the figures. Here's one final look of every single figure on the wall. Along the other walls, there was a lot of fan art that have been submitted, and that is so nice to see. Here's another quick look around the room. Downstairs, here is just all the other merchandise. There's more instruments down here. That is insane. In this little cabinet is all the little keychains and all the little accessories. Over here we have Nendoroids and other smaller figures. Let's have a look at these keychains. Oh, some of them are so cute. Look at the one sitting on the cup. Oh, that is adorable. Look, they have all their little food. Oh, I love it. Here are some Figmas, along with all the Nendoroids. Look how cute those little ones are. They're so adorable. Over here we have all the different volumes of the K-On! Manga. Here we have some just gorgeous little photos they've taken. There's a K-On! Train. Look at those little plushies sitting under the cherry blossoms. Look, there's all the little Nendoroids outside the high school. Aww. And here by far is my favorite segment, the plushies. I love plushies. They are so funny. And I've never seen this many different types of K-On! Plushies all in one place. Look, they have the little instruments as well. That is so cute. Look, we have little Azusa just hiding behind this little pillar. What a little baby. Along this wall we have a bunch of other assorted things, such as teacups and spoons, and other little cute little box figures, mugs, and other accessories. And I was so surprised, they even have the little guitar amps. There's not a whole lot of K-On! Themed actual musical stuff, so that was really cool to see. Also, what is this little Christmas thing? So there's a little thing for Yui's and Ui's Christmas. The Christmas episode was the first time I cried while watching this show. The stuffing on the trees, that gets me every time. Here's one final look at some of the downstairs instruments. They even have Ritsu's drums here. And here are of course some final messages. This was a really special experience for me. I really hope one day I can revisit here, because K-On! Just means so much to me.